Hi, this is Allie from Allie Cat's Crafts. I'm here to bring you a video for Stampin' Up! The Paper Pumpkin Full of Charm, June 2025. I have 3 more cards to share with you. I prepared quite a bit, and I'll make it very fast video so you could do 3 today. So we're going to get a crumb cake. I think it's crumb cake. It might not quite be, but I think it is. It's 5.5 by 8, scored in half and folded. You will then get your Mossy Meadows paper that you're going to do your first layer, and that will be 4 2/8 by 5 3/8 right in there. Then you're going to need this embossing folder, pine wood planks, and that's the design. As you can see, I've already embossed it for you. See how pretty it looks? I really like this particular embossing folder. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to get some of the pieces from the kit. So you're going to grab this out and some. Now, I have Charming Days, the stamp and die set that goes along with this particular one. In there, there's some dies that cut this out. So there's tons of stuff it cuts out. Here's some more. I just have a whole bunch that I cut out over here, and I use it whenever I need it. So I'll bring in 2. And then I put this out of the kit. And then this particular flower, I use this punch again and punched a whole bunch out and stuck a pearl in the middle, just like I did before. So you're going to start with, the very first thing is you're going to start by figuring out how you want this to look. So what I did is I kind of laid it right there. I thought, I kind of like that. So I thought, I'm going to dimensionalize it. So I'm going to bring in my dimensions, and I will put them in different spots to put it up. Important that you don't put it too close to the edge, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck this greenery in behind and glue it down. See how that goes? So first step, this is a very fast and easy card, by the way. I'm using some of the pieces up. I spent a lot of time making my own paper and stuff. So I thought, well, now I have all these pieces and I need to use up this kit. So I decided I'd grab out the stuff and start using it. So I'm going to put this right about there and push it down. And now I have room to work with what's going on down throughout there. So that works out really well. So then I also have this. So I put that there. But I might not. I put this is what I wanted there. I forgot. So I'm going to take and cut this up so I can use it throughout the card. So I want one about right here. And I think I want one down there coming down. I'll cut this one up. So I like the greenery. So I just kind of tuck it in wherever I want. I have it go over the top a little bit so that it gives it a little dimension. So what I'll do is I'll take this one and I'll tuck it in there, but then I'll kind of like put that leaf right up on top like that. So it's a part of what I'm doing type thing. Works out really well. So I think I want to put one, let me cut this up one more time. I think I want to put one like right up under here. So this is a matter of just kind of like moving things around, moving it all around how you like it. I think I like that one right there. And I think I will take this one and put it maybe right here. Okay? So let's start gluing it down. Now I kind of know what I want to do. So we know this one's going to go right here. I'll put some glue right there and there. tuck it in there so it just sticks out. know I want this one right here. So I'll put a little glue right there. Some on the top there, because that's the one I want to kind of poke up over the top. So I'll bring my cute little Mossy Meadow paper. Actually, I'm not sure what color I did this one. I don't remember. I did not write that down. Sorry about that. So I'll do the next one. Just put some glue here and there. Tuck it back where I want it. There. Make sure that sticks down. I'll stick this one down here. I'll make sure that one sticks on top. Just kind of stick it all down. Now I want to push that down under there. Okay, and then the last one, oh, I don't like that, there. That green thing was not going off there. Put the last one down and tuck it up under there so it looks like it's part of it's coming out. And this one needs to be trimmed because it's sticking out past that. Okay, so that's what we have so far. So I kind of tucked it all in there. So I want to take and put this right here. And I think I want to put lift on that side. But I want to put a little bit of inking on here. So I'm going to grab a piece of scratch paper. Here it is right here. And I think I am liking that orange a lot. And I don't know why, but I just kind of like it. So I'm going to take the orange and I'm going to take and just do this all the way around just to bring a little bit of orange into this. See how I'm getting just a little bit right around the edges. See? Just a little bit. Then I'm going to take this, I'm going to just go like this. There, so those ends kind of stand out a little bit. The next thing I would like to do is I will take and get my Mossy Meadow ink and I'll get the leaves. I'm going to put a little bit of a decoration on this so it's not so plain. Stamp off and then on and on. Just put a little bit of greenery throughout the card, throughout the little sentiment. See, like that. Okay. So then, I'll set the side because I'm going to be using that again. I will get my dimensionals. Now remember, it'll lean up against that, so I need to hold something up right here. So I'm going to grab, I'm going to trim from the sides. And I'll make sure it's going the right way. So this side needs to be popped up. So put that there. And then I'll put a little bit of glue right there. So it'll stick to the card. Sticks to the top there. And I'll kind of aim it. Like that. Make sure it's even. Okay? So that's going to go straight across. The next thing I'll do is I have these cute little flowers punched with this punch. Okay, and I put pearls inside. And now I'm going to glue those down where I want them. And I felt like I wanted a lot of flowers on this one, so I don't know. I just had this thing that I kind of wanted to do. Sometimes I get this bug and I want, well, this is how I want it. There's no other way to do it. there's always another way. Sometimes I just think, oh, I'm not going to change that because this is the thought that I had on this whole card. So I have to do odd numbers. Now I got to figure out where to put this baby. Right there, or tuck it in here. I think I'll tuck it down there. Have the leaf kind of poking on it a little bit. Oh, I like that. Okay, so now let's go a little bit closer. I thought I would bring in my pearls. So I have just a few left for this card. So I thought I'd add a few of those. This card, I just kind of want to make it really blingy, kind of, if that makes sense. So I'm bringing in these pearls. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exactly 5 left. Perfect. So there's that card so far. Okay? The next thing I would like to do, I left this out for a reason, and I need my scratch paper again, which is right here. I'm going to put some pretty greenery all along the side of the card. Just like that. Okay? And it's a nice birthday card. Very simple and easy to do. I prepped this and did all the other stuff so that we didn't have to really kind of think about it. And that way we could do more than just 1 or 2 cards. So that's the first. The next card, move this out of the way. I'm going to close the ink up. We're going to make this card. And this one uses the envelope. Now it's the, yes, the envelope. I had to make sure. So on the maybe it's not. No, it is envelope. It's thin. So one side of the envelope was not centered and the others. And so I used the other side because I knew that when I did this card, I was going to do like that. So it doesn't matter. That side's what I want. So we have our inside piece here. So let's start with that so I do not forget. And I'm picking colors from out of here. So I'm doing the Mossy Meadow and the little orange, which would be the Timid Tiger. But I think I want to do the Mossy Meadow with this one again. I tend to go to, I don't know, just try different things. I got something on my finger. Sometimes when you open and close these Stampin' Up! Things, the ink gets your finger and you just get, that's why there's ink all over my hands. I always have ink on my hands. This is just my life. But I need to take it off before I do the card because if I don't, I end up with fingerprints on it. So I'll do my stamping. Oh, that guy's in the way. So like that. Some cute little greenery there. Yeah, I'll throw a little bit more in here. There we go. Whoops, that did not stamp. There we go. Okay. So I'll close up my ink. Once you've done this, you will bring your card over. And the Misty Moonlight is the paper that I used. It's 5.5, scored at 4.5, and scored at 4 1/4. Sorry about that. And folded. And this piece is 4 inches by 5 1/4. The inside of my layers, sometimes I change up that size, but a lot of times I usually keep it this size. So if you wonder, then you'll know. And this is 4 inches by 5 1/4 from the card base. I didn't really, from the envelope, I really didn't do any measurements. I just kind of put it because I knew that when I put this on, it's going to fit in there. That's what I was trying to do. So how I got this particular measurement was I took this and I matched it up perfect. Then I took another piece off of an old envelope, one of the envelopes, and I just kind of cut until I got it just right. Pushed it and did it that way. So let's glue these two together. Oh wait, we want to stamp it first. Almost forgot. So we have our green, and we still have some ink on it. I'll huff on it. And bring that in. And just huffing on it. I've made it really kind of different, a little pretty, so it's not so bad. It's not just plain, that's what I mean, not so bad. So I'm going to put some glue on this. And put it in the middle so it lines up. Get my dimensionals. And I'm going to cut some more from the side. Use up all these sides. Because if you don't, it's a waste. Almost all demonstrators never waste. Okay. So I'll just set that aside. I'm not going to work on that rest of that yet. So now, let's move this aside. We're going to lay this down. And I don't know, I think I'm going to lay it flat this time. But when I do it, I'm not going to put the glue towards the edges. I'm just going to put it like in the middle. Okay? So that I could tuck in stuff. So I'm going to put it about right there. Make sure it's close to the top and bottom. And I brought in the 3 flowers from the kit. And I added a pearl in the middle. Then I took this leaf, I stamped it out, and die cut them. I want to show you something. Okay, so I did a lot of this too. These were all stamped. Didn't die cut. I mean hand fussy cut everything. So this is just a sample. I have a whole bunch over here. So, and I could pull any of those in that I want. I mean, I can even pull this in. Just stick it in there. It'd be really cute. And that's what I did with that stuff. I still haven't done much with those. So the next step, you're going to put your glue on the back here. And you're going to do some tucking. So like I wanted to tuck this right there. And these are all the ones that I stamped and fussy cut out. Yeah, so it's all going to be flat this time. So I'm bringing in lots of greenery. I don't want that one. So there we go. I have my greenery done. I think. No, actually, I think I want another one. Let me go to my little pile of stuff over here. See, I ever have flowers that are pre-made? I sit in front of the TV at night sometimes when I don't want to be in the she shed and kind of watch movies with my husband or just by myself. And I will bring in stuff from the she shed to work on in the house. Okay, now that's done. Now I'm going to put this on, which I'm going to pop up because I already prepared it for that. Because I knew what I was going to do. And I will stick it right there in the middle. Find my middle here, which is right there. And it's okay, I want it to go over the leaf so it looks like it's a part of it. So nice, bring that in, and that looks really cute. Now, I will pick where I want this. I was thinking one right here, maybe one right there, and maybe another, possibly right there. Or maybe I should bring this one down a little bit more. I'm thinking like that. So I will now glue those down flat because the pearl will be sticking up, so you don't really need to dimensionalize it. It'll make it too much or it won't go through the mail. So that's the theory. So we're going to do that. Now the last thing you want to do is you want to get your little dots. And I don't know what they're called. I can't remember. And you want this little bow that I made. I have green ink on my hands, of course. Put that on there. Pull off the backing, and you're going to stick it right here. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to grab a few of these orange diamond dots to add a little bit extra bling to it. Yeah, Allie suggested these things, when she was doing a little piggy. Oh my gosh, the piggy thing is so cute. And I like the idea. I'm going, it's shiny. And you know, you can get these diamond dots in any color. So it's like, when you don't have a color, get a diamond dot out. I never thought of it. It's like the best idea. So I'll put all these little diamond dots on here. Let go. And I waited a little bit. And there we go. This card's done. So that's number 2. So now we're going to work on our last card for this video. Again, this is the envelope. This is the outside. This is the inside. I use this flap to do some testing. So this says 2 times, and there's a reason why. So let's start with this first. Cardstock, white, heavyweight, 5.5 by 8, scored and folded. First layer is peacock, 4 inches by 5 1/4, layered. Second layer is the envelope from this set. They're all different. And I don't know where I put the paper. Anyways, they're all, oh, this is not the set. This is what I made. That's my paper I made. But here they all come with the envelopes and card bases. And I cut up the envelopes and the card bases and stuff. And that's how I came up with this. This one I did 3 or 4 cards. You guys only saw, I think you only saw 3. So I ended up having to go into the envelope. So that's that. And it's called something Creek. I can't remember. For some reason my paper is not, oh here it is. Never mind, I found it. Coleman Creek cards and envelopes. And you get 1 of each. So that's what I did first. Now we are going to design it. Very easy. I got all these things out of the kit. These flowers were in the kit also. And this is one of my stamp and fussy cutouts. So I pre-stamped happy birthday. So I plan to glue it right here on this orange strip. Get it nice and even. That's what's nice about the glue. Then I will take and trim that and that. So that's ready for the card. So I'll set that aside. So now I'll organize this how I want it. I kind of want to do this one a little bit. See, it came like this, and I took and cut it. So I wanted to stick it more like this type of a direction. Let me see. Yeah, that's how I want it. This is how I wanted it. So it'll go like that. And then I want to bring in the peacock. Pretty peacock. And put that in there, because that'll bring in the peacock in there. So I'll get another peacock. I'll kind of lay it right there. So what I think I should do first, like I did last time, is just go down the middle of this and glue it down where I want it. Then I could do all the tucking I want. there we go. And I'll take this one. It's going to be another flat card. And put it right there. And I will take this one. And bring it in here. Oh, and I didn't, let me point something out to you what I'm doing. Okay, so this happy birthday, it's going to go across there, so you'll never know that it was cut there. So I extended it a little bit more. So that's why, if you notice there's like a little blank spot right here, this will cover it up. That's the whole theory behind that. So I could even just leave that there, so if you don't understand or can't see it visually, sometimes it's easier just to leave something there. Makes it much nicer. Don't want that one. So then I'll grab some more. So the pretty peacock is, so I'm going to put this right here. And one more pretty peacock. I'll put that one right there. So it's just layering and just doing a lot of fun stuff. So I think I'll put that one like that. And then I will get my dimensionals. And I think I'll just use this long strip this time, because it's a skinny piece. So I'll cut that off right there. Put it right there. This is from a Stampin' Up! Paper pumpkin kit. I never used them all. So there. I'll pull that off. And of course, I will put it right here across that little spot, up a little higher. And make sure it's even. And press it down there. And then I want the bow right about there, I think. I think that's too high. This is where I was planning on it. But I can actually put it up there. Ooh, I kind of like it right there. So if I put the flower there, and there, yes, I'll put the bow up there. So I'll get my little dots out again. Go on the back of the bow. And this is a very simple bow that I made. So I'll pull it back, stick it right there. Very simple. And these little flowers came out of the paper pumpkin kit. And put that there. And I'll bring in my little dots again to bring that orange out.